Yoink, my glorious hen. So, biggest reason I see people not succeeding at whatever it is that they're doing, small business owners, crafters, creative professionals, whether you're a painter, a woodworker, a tattoo artist, a leather crafter, a bead worker, whatever it might be. Go on. The biggest reason I see people failing is because they don't know how to get out of step. Human nature is to fall in line, to follow instructions, to not rock the boat, play by the rules, and to not draw too much attention to yourself. It's the biggest downfall of the small business owner, people who make things with their hands, because most of the time when you're a person who is doing something creative professionally, you're making art, you're crafting, whatever, the thing that you're doing is some kind of skill. It takes time to get good. It's not like anybody just wakes up one day and they're just a master at whatever craft it is, or whatever art or whatever trade it is that they're doing. So in the early years and your more beginning stages, people will be self-conscious. They don't want to, toot their own horn. They don't want to really seem to, draw any attention to themselves, because they know deep down that maybe their skills aren't where they want them to be. So anytime they do pipe up, anytime they do draw attention to themselves, maybe they get criticized, maybe somebody points out their shortcomings, whatever it might be. And that's where most people fail, because people don't realize that to compete with people who are the best in the world, to compete with professionals, it takes years and years and years, if not decades, to catch up to the people who you're trying to play catch up with. And they go, well, I'll never really be there, so I can never hype myself up, because I never, I'll never be that good. And that's the problem. That's where everybody fails, because in order to do whatever it is you're doing, the likelihood that you're gonna be one of the greatest of all time is so unlikely. When it comes to being a small business owner, a artistic professional, a crafter, whatever, you have to be able to put yourself out there. You have to be able to draw attention to yourself. This isn't a strictly skill-based thing. No matter what it is you're doing, you could be a tattooer, woodworker, whatever. I always say that. It's not like a basketball player where you could be a giant piece of shit, but you're just the best and somebody's gonna pay you millions of dollars. You have to be out there, making bottle cap art, or fucking sculpting clay, or whatever it is that you're doing. You have to be able to make money, because even the greatest of all time at your trade isn't massively successful, right? I can only think of maybe woodworkers. There might be a guy who makes $1 million a year, maybe, if he's good enough, at strictly custom artistic style stuff. I'm not talking about a big wood factory, wood furniture factory. If you want to make a living and survive, you have to be able to get out of step. You have to get out of line. You cannot just sit and do what your peers are doing, because you will not find success. No one will give a shit about you. Especially the earlier you are in your process, the less a person's going to give a shit about you. So it's almost backwards. You almost need to be more out of step in the beginning, and then refine to where you can maybe be tastefully out of step and go. This is something I semi-struggled with. Next month will be 8 years into this, and I was the same way. I was like, man, I'm gonna try and build up my skills, try and fly under the radar, try and build up my abilities, and then I'll get to a point where I can start running my mouth. I can start getting out of step. I can start going, hey, everybody in the leather game, here I am. And it wasn't until then that everything really exploded for me. That's where I really found success. For my first 5 years, I struggled hard. Even till today, I still struggle. I'm not like this, I don't make $1 million, but I do pretty good for myself in my trade compared to a lot of my peers. And I'm not the best person out there. I've just figured out how to get out of step enough to, not come off like a complete douchebag. To some people, I come off like a douchebag, and that's fine. I'm not for everybody. That's peel your own banana, whatever. But I can still stay true to myself while still being able to promote myself. I could still be creative without doing things that maybe I don't feel comfortable doing. The big trick is having a level of confidence to not overpromise on what you can do, so that way when something does go wrong, you never overpromise and you get caught with your pants down, if that makes sense. I don't ever, for me, I don't ever claim to be the best in the world. I never claim that. I'm striving for it. Even at my absolute pinnacle, I know for a fact I will never be the best at the world, because I don't necessarily want to be the absolute best in the world. But for me, I'd rather be maybe, you know, top 20, but do really what I want to do, break all the rules I want to break, and really be myself. This is gonna sound bad, but I would rather be the Dennis Rodman of the leather crafting world than the Michael Jordan, because I know the amount of work that Michael Jordan had to put in to be so bulletproof, so perfect, or whatever. And I personally don't want to make those sacrifices to be the best in the world. But if I can be weird and loud and fun and interesting enough with still having a good amount of skill, people can still talk about me, you know, 20 years after I retire, 30 years after I retire, however long fucking Dennis Rodman has been playing basketball. I don't want to wear dresses and all the super weird shit of that Dennis Rodman did, but it's a good kind of example of my personal, I guess, approach to finding success in my trade or whatever, right? So being in the beginning stages, a lot of times you just don't have confidence, and you just kind of don't know what to do. So what you end up doing is you look around you and you go, I'm approximately at, you know, at this skill level. What is everybody else doing at this skill level? And I'll just do what everybody else at this skill level is doing. And you just kind of get yourself stagnant in this skill level, right? You know, say you're here and, you know, you look at your peers and they're here, you know, you're like, what do I do if I just copy everybody at this level? You know, maybe I'll get to here, and then that's as far as you go. And then time passes, the world just progresses through time, and maybe they get to here, you know, in a year, everybody else, all your quote unquote peers are just slightly above you now, and you go, I'm just gonna do what everybody else does. And then what happens is you're not only are you always kind of behind everybody else with this state of mind, but you also just get lost in the mediocre group of everybody doing the same old bullshit. So when you're here, you gotta start looking at what these guys up here are doing, because what's gonna happen is, I can guarantee you're not gonna just fucking start swinging for the fences and get a home run, but you might fucking make it to here, you know, while your quote unquote peers are still down here. You're gonna blow past them. Now, you might not get to the heights that you want to, but you're gonna blow past your peers, and that's what happens. I feel like this topic is something that could be explained super easy. Like, I could have just came on here and been like, hey, swing for the fences, don't just be an average mother effer, and like, stop doing the same mediocre bullshit that everybody else is doing. Like, that's really the point. But like, it's such a complex thing because there's so much kind of stuff that goes into it. Like, I remember what it was like trying to fit in, like feeling like I was so bad that I just wanted to fit in with people who were like not very good. Like, you know, I was dog shit, and I just wanted to be as good as the people who were like not great. You know, just like competent enough. And then when I was just quote unquote competent enough, I was like, well, now I just kind of want to be like mediocre. And then I just was like, okay, figured that out, and then just figured out to where you get mediocre. And then once you start getting to the point of, now I'm just mediocre, now I want to get like a little bit good, maybe a little bit of tricks. And then you spend all this time getting to where you're like at a little bit of tricks. And I think that's where I made the switch, is once I felt like I was at the absolute middle of the road, like 50%, you know, half of the people above me are better, half the people below me are worse. Once I got to like 51%, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna start swinging for the fences. And I started swinging for the fences and just going crazy. And then I got this crazy spike. Like, I wasn't good. Like, I didn't necessarily have all my ducks in a row. Like, I went from like, you know, middle of the road, right, 5 out of 10. And then I started swinging for the fences, and I got like freaking way up here. Like, jumped up to like level, you know, I jumped up like 2 or 3 levels, and I didn't have all the, you know, like I said, all the ducks in a row of those past 2 levels that I kind of skipped over. But while I was sitting up here, it took me time for the rest of my skills to catch up. And that's how you have to do it. You almost have to project yourself out and then let the rest of your skills and stuff kind of catch up. And that's in terms of managing your business, figuring out pricing, how to be present on social media, customer experience, technical skills, all the kind of stuff that it takes. Whereas if you take the other approach like we're talking about, you kind of just build slowly, brick by brick, and then you kind of get up to that next level. But the rest of everybody else is still climbing. So by the time you even get to the destination you want to be, you're like, you climb here, and the moment you fucking get to where you want to be, the scale just starts to slowly climb on you anyways. So, classic cliche saying, Confucius or whoever the hell said it, if you shoot for the moon, you won't get there, but if you shoot for the sun, you'll blow past the moon. That's the concept here. You want to be able to be out of step. You can't be comfortable just being where you're at. If you want to progress, now you can easily be happy where you're at and just stay the same, be comfortable, don't take risks, don't ever step out of line. But the world does not reward that at all. You know what I mean? If you're a worker bee, being in line with everybody else and being an average person, it's no different than being, the cog in some machine or whatever, being just a regular 9-to-5 employee with no aspirations to move up through the company. It's no different, but you're just self-employed doing it. So it's like, what's the point of all the hard work, effort, dedication, sacrifices, and bullshit you have to put yourself through to be a self-employed and to be a creative professional if you're not gonna go and strive for the greatness, right? So that's my 2 cents. It was a short one today. If you enjoyed that at all, if you made it this far, please drop a comment. I gave you at least 10-15 minutes of content. The least you could do is take 2 seconds of your time to hit the like button. And if you want to be a real one, you could even leave a comment, which would take like 30 seconds of your time. Now that you're 15 minutes deep into this content that I filmed for you, as well as chopped it down so I made sense, and also edited the video down. That took me probably a couple hours to do because I like to ramble and I make no damn sense. And sometimes I have to say the same sentence 4 or 5 times. And if you don't believe me, here's some outtakes of me saying the Confucius thing wrong like 6 times. The sun, you'll pass the moon, but if you shoot for the rewind. For the origin. Also, if you are struggling with anything, please drop it down in the comments below. Maybe I can, give my 2 cents. Maybe I can help you out. I've been through a lot of stuff. I've been addicted to drugs. I've been sexually abused. I've overcome a lot of shit in my life. So I would like to be a resource for creative professionals and people who are out there pursuing their dreams to create art or craft things for a living. That is the next phase of my life and what I'm trying to do. So if you're struggling with anything, drop them down in the comments below. Thanks for watching this far. This outro is long. My bad. I'll shut up. Till next time. Bye.